If you've been feeling paralyzed and standing in front of an empty canvas while you're trying to grow your business and establish your presence online without losing your mind or yourself, then this video is for you. Welcome to this series, The Founder's Journey, The Unspoken. Today is Day Zero Confession, Episode 1. Before we start, let me introduce myself to you. I'm Samah, and I've been working since I was 18. I had to become financially independent and fast. At times, I even found myself working 3 jobs. I had the morning job, I had the internship, and I had the night job. Or I had 2 full-time jobs at the same time. So I found myself develop and adopt the hustle mindset at a very young age without even noticing. I worked in startups, I worked in retail, I worked in management, also as a trainer. To eventually, I found myself founding a women empowerment community. All that was happening while I was maintaining a full-time job. So I know what it takes to scale, and I know the cost when you start losing yourself throughout the whole process. So you get to a time where you're asking yourself, who am I? What am I actually doing? Who am I actually benefiting? So to me, true structure isn't about a strategy it requires, it's the alignment of your mind, your body, and your heart. So harmony over the hustle. Even though it feels very easy and simple to start your own business and start from scratch, especially when you are moving from your heart. But in reality, things seem to be far more complicated and sometimes disappointing. But to reclaim your harmony when you've been moving in survival mode and the hustle mode your entire time will take some time. But it is important to never give up, even when the days and the effort that you've been putting are not responding the way you want to. As long as you don't give up and you keep on trying. And this is also a note to myself. So dive with me into my world of building Threes of Life online. This is the unspoken behind the scenes series of a founder. So this is what I've done so far. I'm gonna take you on a high level of what I've developed. So I have the website, it's online. I've created a Google business page. I've been posting on social media for over a year and a half. I reached and still am reaching out to businesses, to NGOs, to wellness centers so that we can collaborate together. I am giving and gave workshops. I established a women's circle. I revamped my identity over and over again till I found actually the identity that represents me and Threes of Life. And this is the one you're seeing now. And I have worked with clients and I'm still working with clients here and there. And I've started my YouTube channel, and honestly, this is something new to me. And I've also created different free wellness decks. You can find one of them on my link on Instagram or on the website as well. And also I've created different forms, the onboarding forms, the feedback forms, and even when you want to download the free wellness deck, I have developed like a very seamless process where you can put your information, your feedback on the wellness deck that you are about to download. But right now, where I see myself is literally I'm standing on an empty canvas. And my strategy at this point, or my thoughts at this point, is that it is better to stand on an empty canvas than to give myself the illusion of things have been working. Because mainly the points that I've been trying have not been working the way I'd like them to work. So to stand on an empty canvas and to reflect is more beneficial to me rather than moving with everything that I've been doing without seeing the actual results that I would like to see. So in the next slide, I will be talking about the major roadblocks that I've been facing throughout this year and a half of building my presence online. So the first point is social media. To me, social media was the major roadblock. Honestly, like, yes, offline, yes, I'm a coach and an energy healer, and I've established this presence offline perfectly. But to deliver this online was extremely difficult because I'm entering a world that I was never part of. Like, yes, I use social media for my own personal use, but it was never about selling my services online. So to start this, literally, it's taking me till today to try to figure out the strategy that works for me, not what I should be doing or this is what looks good online. Because I've tried different strategies, and I think I'm going to be talking about the different strategies that I tried in the next episode. But for now, this is where I am, and this is why I decided to remove all the filters and give you a sneak peek, or not even a sneak peek, to walk with me while I try to establish my presence online. The second block is the niche. Like, everyone was telling me, and even AI was telling me, that I need to find a specific niche. But it was extremely difficult to me because I didn't feel my work requires a certain niche. Because as a coach and as an energy healer, I can work with everyone. Not that I am experienced in everything. No, this is not where I'm coming from. But the kind of work that I do is just reminds you of who you are, of your own superpowers, of the answers that you have within you. So how can I put this in a niche? You know what I mean? But I had to, in the end, go and create or talk to a specific niche, which is the founders who are building their businesses or starting to build their businesses. But that doesn't mean that I will exclude other people who would like to work with me. For example, people who suffer from anxiety or from sleepless nights, or they have ailments in their body or whatever it is. But I had to create my niche, and this is my niche at this moment. And this is why also I kept in specific the writings out of the box, because as I have my niche, I'm still not super convinced with it, but I had to do this. And the third point is that I changed. Even if I started my business a year ago, a year and a half ago, but I still am in the changing process. But my essence is still the same, but the way I view life is different. And I decided to be true to who I am rather than the job title and showing myself online like I have it all figured out. I have some aspects of my business figured out, yes, but I really don't have the online presence is figured out. So I'm being honest with myself before I be honest with you. Above all of that, I also had to change and move away from my home country and establish again in a whole new different country. So this is also something very new to me and something that I need to learn how to adapt to. So these were the roadblocks and are still the roadblocks that I'm facing. So to stand for me, at this moment, to stand on an empty canvas in my life is okay. It is demotivating at times and it's tiring because your efforts are not being met, but it is where I need to be at this moment. And it's giving me also time to reflect, to see what is not working, to be honest with myself. And this is why, again, I decided to remove the filters rather than telling you that you need to be doing 1, 2, 3. I'm actually having you with me, seeing what I've been trying to achieve, especially online. Throughout this series, we will be covering these points. So each episode will cover something specific. For example, how you can build a website even if you don't have the technical background, and without using AI, how you can build a website that takes you a few steps. The difference between selling a product and a service, especially when a service is about energy healing or even coaching, it can be different than you selling an actual product. Even though I tried to launch two products and I'll tell you how they failed miserably, I will also mention these. The unspoken financial struggle. We all talk about the beauty of starting your own business and the freedom it gives you, but Amjad, it comes with it financial pressure, where you sometimes you're making really good income that month. The next month you're not making as much as you'd like. So there has to be We have to highlight this aspect. So I don't feel like everyone talks about this. Stepping away from the employment mindset, for example, to me, it felt like my entire life I've been working for someone, and this someone is expecting from me one, two, three, and now I'm my own boss and I need to hold myself accountable. Sometimes we find it difficult to develop this boss kind of mindset. The trials, the errors, thinking outside the box, how to build workshops. And if you have to build workshops, maybe you don't need to build workshops. The outreach, recharging your energy, recharging your body. This is something that is very important to keep you going, because at times, and I'm sure you've been through it, that we feel extremely drained for no reason. So we're going to also be covering different ways to recharge your body and your energy, building a system that holds you. This is actually my product, which is the 90 Days Founders Program, where we go through the process of building a system that works for you. Because I believe that what works with me, for example, the system that I built for myself at this moment, can be very pressuring for you, and it won't work with you, because we lead different lives. So every person, I believe they have to have their own system that holds them, that works for them. And finding opportunities, staying true to yourself. Of course, we're going to be covering more, but these are just points of what can you expect in my upcoming episodes. And my approach, you will see, it always falls under three pillars: either the mind, the heart, and the body. The mind, we will be covering topics like organization, developing a healthy mindset, time management, founder's approach. And the heart, we're going to be discussing your mission and your vision, moving from your heart, staying true to yourself, selling without selling yourself. And the body, as I mentioned, energizing your body, understanding your energy, how to fuel your body, and moving with grace. And even in my 90 Days Founders Program, this is exactly what I do. Each month falls under one pillar: the mind, the next month is the heart, and the third month is the body. So if you are on the same boat as I am today, these are your reminders, which is, it's okay to feel paralyzed. It's okay if you lost yourself on your way. And it's okay to keep on trying, as long as you don't give up. But don't keep on trying with the same thing that you've been doing. Try to step back and reflect and be honest with yourself and see why things haven't been working. So be honest with yourself. Finally, I'm going to try to end always my episodes with the resources of things or books or YouTube videos as well that can help you. Today, I'm gonna be suggesting these three books for you, which to me are essentials. For example, the first book I read when I was founding the women empowerment community, Mechanic, which was Delivering Happiness. This is heart-centered. So this book really moves away from the traditional self-help books, and it opens your mind to new perspectives of having a business and working from the heart and building a team that feels as involved as you are. And it's a beautiful book. I really highly recommend it. And this is always my first recommendation to people, and it's my always go-to book. It's a very nice reminder. The third book is Essentialism. This book talks about working less, but having also a very deep impact. So instead of throwing your energy on everything, you just choose what is essential and you put your energy on it. So I also recommend this book, and this book is highly aligned with your mind and your body pillars. And the third book is the Blue Ocean Strategy. This is a great book for the mind pillar, and it showed me that there's always a way for you to find your own uniqueness and stand out. So it focuses on creating your own market space, which is the blue ocean, rather than fighting and competing with the market space, which is the red ocean. This is a very powerful business book, and it's very highly recommended. I hope you get the chance to read them. And finally, a strategy without soul is just noise. So let's get back to what matters. So this was my first episode for the founder's journey, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like us to talk, please feel free to reach out to me either on Instagram, ThreesOfLife, or you can find my website www.threesoflife.com. And if you'd like me to cover certain topics, you can always add them to the comment. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.